Hey, yo, what's up? My bad. This mic was muted. Yeah, I missed this. I missed this opportunity on gold right here, man. The breakout pullback trade. Missed it. I was away from my desk. I hate the fact that I missed this one, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. Crazy day. Crazy. Crazy day. Gold reached all new all-time highs. If I'm not mistaken, it took it out. Shit, we're at 3,600 right now with gold. Gold is 3,600. We're past all-time highs. Shit. Will we see 20,000 with gold one day? Wouldn't that be scary? If gold is reaching 21,000 like the Nasdaq. Cause shit, the Nasdaq used to be at 3,000, 5,000. Yeah, so yeah, if it took out all-time highs and it looks like it wants to go a little bit higher. Yeah, gold does not look like it wants to sell. It almost reminds me of what happened during the original bull run on gold, where it just kept going up and it was hard to short it. Hey, yo, what's up, Cave Trader? It was hard to short gold. Yeah, I read it. Yeah, I read it. I really don't know when I started this account. It says that I was in it for 20 days. So, uh, I'm going to assume that I started it in August when it reset. I'm going to assume it. Huh. Uh-oh. That's a mistake. All right, so it looks like it's not going to do what I want. Looks like it's not going to do what I want. Okay. All right. Hey, yo, what's up, Tony? What's up? I mean, at this point, who the hell cares at this point? At this point, who cares? Yeah, I remember doing this. I remember having to do this when I was using what's it called? Tradezilla. I had to export my this file to Tradezilla so my trades would show up in the P&L calendar. I'm just glad that these prop firms now offer a similar product. I mean, shit, all our trades is through the prop firm, so they record all of it so that we don't have to export it from our trading platform. It's already done for us. Tradezilla was like what, $300, $400 a month. I had it for 2 seconds. I was going to use it for the stream, but then I said, you know what? They ain't worth no damn $300, $400 for no P&L calendar that I'm just gonna use simply. I'm just gonna put my P&L for the day in the damn thing. That's it. If that's the case, I could have tracked that in a Excel sheet. I mean, that's what these dashboards are. These dashboards are just pretty Excel sheets. Man, I hate the fact that I missed this trade, man. Man, that was a good trade right there. I had to took my daughter to the park today. And of course, the day I take her to the park, gold presents a beautiful setup. Of course it does. Of course it does. You know, uh actually give me 5 minutes. I actually got to get something done real quick. Give me 5 minutes, but when I get back, I now agree with Alfred. No disrespect to anybody in the Think with Bookmap chat. It is a very valuable tool, but that chat is super bearish. I couldn't believe that even after they saw bears getting squeezed out of their positions right here, people were talking about they were shorting it. And I was sharing my thesis. I said, well, we got, well, like I said, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Let me give me 5 minutes and I'll come back. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about what happened because a lot of people are saying, what happened? Why did the market recover like this? And they're talking about, well, it could be Google, Apple, Trump, whoever, whatever you want to use as an excuse. And the answer is literally on the chart. And we'll talk about that. So just give me 5 minutes and we'll talk about it. Give me 5 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Yeah, gold definitely did some numbers today, man. I'm just glad that I was able to be a part of what gold did today. I was able to participate overnight with gold, and I was able to catch something earlier in the session. And honestly, I had to actually I almost did not take this trade right here. I almost did not take it. Uh, but I had to actually come back and look at it and say, this is a good trade. I'm going to take it. We had a big drop down. So usually we had a big drop from a range, and we didn't get price to pull back and retest that range. And I knew that there was going to still be some sell orders in this area. So even though it was kind of it was stair stepping its way back into this area, I told myself, actually, I almost made the mistake. I almost made a mistake in this area. I almost actually went short here. And then I had to actually step back and look at it. And good thing I didn't go short here, because I would have got caught in the stop run in the area where the market always wanted to short anyway. So at the time of this short right here, the value area high was right here. And I can understand why. I mean, there was a small little range here. You can see it right there, small little range. And the value area high was like right there. So I almost fell for that trap on gold, but I said to myself, no. I told myself, no, that's not where the market wants to short at. You got this big drop down, and they only pull back halfway for a move down. I was like, no, I'm going to take the chance. If I missed a move, I missed a move. But there's this nice little pullback. This range where price is highly likely to pull back, and if price did pull back into this range right here on gold, I know that I was going to get my 90 ticks, at least 90. This thing went about 20 points to the downside, just about. So obviously I got my 9 ticks, and I got my 9 ticks quick. I got it quick. You see how quick this shit fell? That's why I only focus on retest trades on gold, because you can get lucky. Yeah, you know what, Cave Trader? When I said that, because you said that you caught this long in this area right here, and I was like, man, that's dangerous shorting or going long here. And I had to shut my mouth, man, because the market definitely kept going up. I don't know why or how you was confident in this trade, but it worked. I would have. It's highly unlikely for me to take this trade. Knowing how ruthless gold is, it's highly unlikely that I would take this trade. And yeah, yep, I remember it, because I remember this pattern, and I was like, dude, I wouldn't take this trade, especially with the breakout, because gold likes to pull back. I would have bought the pullback, but I guess gold decided just to trend until the end of the session. I really don't know what the hell happened. It must have had something to do with Trump. I'll just make that assumption. But this market is going bonkers, bonkers. But yeah, this was a beautiful gold trade. I'm very proud of this one, because I almost got caught up in this one, and I had to tell myself no. I took the chance on this one, and it worked out beautifully. So that's why I'm very proud of this one. I mean, all my gold trades are like this, but the reason why this one was more impactful is because I almost convinced myself not to take it, but I decided to take the chance anyway. So I stood up to myself. I told myself no. I know that shorting a bullish market is scary, but this is a great setup. It's a great setup. And You're gonna hate it if you miss this setup. So I mean, and even if I did miss this, or even if I did lose, it's only a $180 loss. That's I mean, that's the reason why I know it doesn't matter how much I lose. It's just the fact that I lost in general. I can lose $90 and still my initial reaction is to get that $90 back, even though I don't need it. Or let me rephrase that. It's not gonna break the bank if I lose $90. But if I'm not careful, I can trade on tilt because I lost, not even thinking about how much I lost. But like I said, this was a good gold trade that I missed. I tried to get into it, but it didn't allow me to get into this one. So I'm gonna have to just take this one and just appreciate that this was a beautiful setup and that this time I just wasn't a part of it. But let's talk about this Nasdaq trade. The thing with Bookmap chat, man, that they are so bearish over there. I don't know. I mean, I can understand it. I used to be addicted to taking shorts myself. I understand the bear logic. We're not taking shorts because we want to. We're just addicted to shorts. Shorts is very exhilarating, exciting. And if you're a part of a move like this, man, it's the best thing in the world. It's better than sex, man. It's just a wonderful feeling to be a part of a big, fast moving move to the downside. And this can become very addictive. So I understand being a former bear myself. However, we got to be smart when we take our shorts. And if you look at this higher time frame, look at um, let's look at the Nasdaq real quick because I'm gonna show you why the market bounced. I mean, it's not. We got to remember that news only facilitates trades. We got to remember that majority of the market is ran by bots that are executing trades based on the instructions that are given to them, which are mostly measured moves. They will ping pong back and forth after they complete a measured move, and then they will reverse to create another measured move. What deviates algos from their measured moves is news. News will facilitate trade. That means that it will move rapidly to one area. It will make a measured move in less than a second. It'll make a follow up measured move in less than a second. And that's why we get those whips back and forth. And then the market begins to move, especially when we have volume. Actually, let's look at the volume real quick. Let's see how much volume we're trading with actually right now. Okay, so we're back to regular volume. So I wouldn't expect a big move overnight. Uh, if you're looking to see a continuation or maybe the market to move tonight, it's highly unlikely for it to happen. We only got 72,000 contracts being traded. Obviously, a significant decrease of the 400,000 contracts that we saw being traded overnight during yesterday's session. So, but anyway, let's go on the let's go on our let's look at the daily chart. See if the daily chart can kind of tell me. Mm, no, that's not gonna. I'll look at the hourly chart, and if it's not on the hourly chart, I'll just add the data to my chart. Okay, I'll just add the data to my chart. Give me a second. I'll just add the data. It's not a big deal. I think August 20th. That was about. I just put 18 days worth of data, and we'll just. Or maybe it's on the hourly chart on my. Okay. All right. So So of course, I put 27 days of data right now, so I can better maneuver this chart. But yeah, hey, Alfred, did you see the comments that I was like, I was literally trying to help these guys, man. Literally trying to help them. But I understand when you're a bear, you don't want to hear no bull. You don't want to hear a bullish thesis. You don't want to hear it. And I said that we're with this double bottom retest that we saw, it's highly likely that the bulls will take profits around 375 and we closed around 380 and we opened the session with the market selling off. And I'm going to show you why. We got price, and this is why I took the long earlier. So that long that y'all guys saw me in at the beginning of the session, I was watching this low right here. That low at 23.35. This low, there was enough buyers here to push this market up. Mm. It's not gonna let me. It's not gonna let me do it. There was enough buyers here to break structure to the upside after this big move down here. So you got it. So when we see previous areas of support where we see a market stop, so we see a big move down, there was enough buyers here to stop all of this bearish. There was enough buyers at this low to stop all of this bearish momentum. That's a lot of bearish momentum. And there is enough buyers to absorb all of that bullish momentum and break structure to the upside. So you have to respect the bulls in this area. Once I saw price sweep this low and push back up, that's why I got long. Because the bears failed to hold price underneath this low. It was the classic break, sweep of liquidity, push back up, pull back, and then go. And that's why I had my stop underneath that low this morning, because I know that if it went back underneath that low, then I was highly likely wrong. Now, we have a same situation where the bears, there's a lot of bearish momentum. They took out that low and they pushed back up. And then they came crashing back down. We took this short up here this morning. And we had a follow-up trade that we ended the stream with that retested here at this double bottom retest. If you see a double bottom retest and you don't see the market break through structure, you do not trade in that direction anymore. You take off your bear pants and you put on your bull pants. And I was trying to explain that to everybody in that chat. Like, dude, why the hell are you shorting a double bottom retest? Why? And everybody was like, yeah, I'm about to go. I'm shorting this. I'm shorting this area. I'm shorting this area. I'm shorting. I'm like, dude, why? It kind of felt like, why? Like, why? Why do you want to short this? This thing is rapidly moving away from a double bottom retest. Why are you shorting this? And look at the EMAs. Why are you wanting to short this? And the reason why I said that we'll probably see 375 is because this is where price broke structure to the downside right here. So we have to respect the bears in this area that they're going to come back in and try to short this thing down. Now, I mean, we're seeing the bearish follow through, but I'm looking at a range between 275 and 255 for the bulls to come back in because technically this will be a break and pullback. So if the bulls can hold this pullback, we should see a continuation higher. We should. But unless we get something big tomorrow with the job data, with jolts or something like that, and this low doesn't hold, what the bears have to do to be successful is not only break past this area of support, they're going to have to break, pull back, break, pull back, and then hold it. If you don't see this pullback right here and the bulls holding price underneath these lows, then you shouldn't be bearish. Unless you can be bearish and be a liquidity donation to the market. I mean, you can do that. All the bulls will appreciate your sacrifice because the market can't move without you. The market can't move without your liquidity. So the market thanks you for sacrificing, for being a liquidity donation for everybody else. But all you can do is post in the chat and say, hey, guys, I understand that shorting is addictive, but there is no short here. This was the short. And this is what I was talking about with again with everybody was coming up with their reasons why. I mean, all price really did was a double bottom retest at this low. I mean, that's all it did. Anybody that's understand technical analysis know that if it's not going to close underneath this low right here. And what I mean by close is we're going to need a break, a pullback, and the bears holding that retest. And then we can short this leg right here. And the reason why you want to short that leg is because everybody that's long is going to want to get out at break even. Everybody that wants to short is going to short that retest. So everybody's is going to be a seller in this area. And not only is everybody going to be a seller in this area, we're going to have aggressive bulls and their stops to fuel the market lower. Everybody's going to be sellers in this area. And so that's what I would look for. So I'm pretty sure we can come up with any reason why the market did it. This news, that news, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I just know that it was just technical analysis. It's as simple as that. Technical analysis. Hey, what's up, Jack? Did you? Yo, congratulations on that. And yeah, Alfred, I know. Like I said, there's no disrespect. We all traders. We all make our money the way that we want to make our money. If we want to donate liquidity to the market time and time again to keep things exciting, it's your money, it's your account. But I would hate to be someone that just discovered that channel, and because Bookmap is such a valuable and useful tool, you go into the chat thinking that people in there are. I'm not saying anybody is bad traders or anything, but their reasoning why they're shorting and going long is not based on anything technical or anything, but just purely for thrills. Purely for thrills. Saying things like, man, I hope Trump says something so I can get my target. Like, I mean, if you got to rely on Trump to say something, you know you're on the wrong side of the market. You know you're just gambling. I mean, it's fun. Like I said, it's fun. But I would just hate to find that channel for the first time and be like, oh man, are these guys serious? I mean, it looks like a long, but if everybody is saying a short, then shit, maybe I should short it too. It's kind of like Wall Street bets, where you enter into that forum, that group, and you become addicted to posting losing trades. You get digital internet hugs by posting losing trades. Nobody wants to see your winners. They want to see the losers. And because that's the groupthink of that community, well, is going to want to be a part of a community, a part of a tribe. So they're going to post their losing trades. And because we're very addictive as human beings, you become addicted to losing. That's why I no longer go to that chat. Now, I used to go to that chat to make me feel better. If I had a red day, I would just look at other people's red days and be like, shit, this person lost their life savings, or this person lost $1,000,000. So all I lost was a damn prop account that I spent $100 on. So it just made me feel better. And it would make me laugh looking at all the comments. It made me feel better. But I noticed that subconsciously I was trying to join the community, and I would justify losing trades. So once I noticed that, I was like, okay, yeah, this makes me feel bad, or it makes me feel better, but I'm not going to normalize losing, because I'm not a loser. I'm not no loser, and I don't like losing. So, but anyway, so Alfred, I think I'm gonna reactivate that account, and I believe that we should start doing that. We should start looking at the option flow. So I'll reactivate my account, and looking through the option data, looking at the dark pool, looking at the gamma levels, marking them on our charts and being aware of them, I think that would probably be beneficial for everyone. And it's not like when we was using the software, it wasn't helpful. It's just that for whatever reason, every time I buy the damn thing, I stop using it. Even though the information on it is very helpful. Mm. You know, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. I've tuned into a few of. So what I like about Nutty Bar is not his trading, but I mean, if it's obvious, I just like the data portion of his of the videos that he presents, like the Apex data, the summaries and stuff like that. I like stuff like that, obviously. Um, I think the last time I tuned into a Nutty Bar stream was when he took a break, because I don't know if this was scripted or if this was something that he was really going through, but because, well, it didn't make sense. So I understand that in the world of entertainment, majority of it is scripted. So I didn't know if this was something that was scripted or maybe like if it was someone was going through. But when he took a break because he kept blowing accounts, but then he was saying that he was getting paid out from other accounts. So I was thinking, well, do you trade better off stream? Because if you're not trading good on stream, but trading good on off stream, how does that make sense? I didn't go past and try to discover the answer for that. My mind just automatically went from, well, this is entertainment. This is just probably theater. Who knows? And that was probably the last time I tuned into a stream. But like I said, I like the summaries that he puts out in the data. I haven't tuned in a while though. I haven't watched his videos in a while. Excuse me. I believe that's also true. That's probably what gravitated me towards him because y'all guys know how I feel about honesty and all that other stuff. I don't like dishonest. I really don't like it. If you want to be on my bad side forever, lie to me one time. I don't know why, but I came into this world absolutely hating manipulation, lying, dishonesty, all of that shit. Every single bit of it. I'm a data driven guy. So it kind of, I guess to me, if I'm going to make decisions, I need to have the right information. And if I'm purposely given wrong information, information that's going to slow down progress, and I have to question what I receive from you, that just takes too much energy. It's just easier to just say, okay, if you're not going to be honest with me, then it's just really no point having a relationship, having a conversation. There's really no point because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to mislead you in any way. I'm going to be completely honest with you because it's easier that way. It's easier. But some people get off on getting over on others. I don't know why. I feel that people that are like that is dealing with a lot of internal insecurity, and to kind of cope with that insecurity, they try to make other people smaller than them. They try to imagine people as peasants or figments of their imaginations that can be manipulated, and or at least that's what they use to justify their actions. Oh, I got a family. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I got to grind and get it. And then they use that as an excuse to scam and lie and manipulate and mislead. Yeah, nah. There's no excuse for that. Because if somebody was using that same excuse to one of your loved ones, you'll be ready to hurt that person. So nobody wants to hear that shit. At least I don't. There's no reason for it. Not one bit. And as I said before, that's actually what kind of gravitated me towards Nutty Bar was the transparency and honesty. Because I mean, I get it. I mean, it's understandable, especially if you want to be perceived by your peers in this trading community as a good trader. The mindset in this community for so long was you have to be a perfect trader. You can't take losses. You have to have $10 million days. You have to be a bajillionaire. And you got to have Lambos and bitches and big houses. And you have so much money, you just don't know what to do with it. And you just grace us peasants with your presence. That was the mindset. Wolf of Wall Street type shit, right? But As prop space came, now that we got props and people are streaming and things of that nature, that's no longer what people expect. People, now that people have simulated capital to trade, they're looking for other people to relate to. And they can't relate to profitable traders, or they can't relate to the furu that never loses, that never have red days, that makes their money off stream after having a big red day on stream. They can't relate to that shit. So now that meta, that mindset is now changed. But some people haven't got that memo, so they figured that they need to Photoshop gains to keep their subscriber base, to keep people still paying for the subscription, the discords, the groups, or whatever. Yeah, you got to get your Lambo and bitch game up, Alfred. You got to get it up. You know what, Nightfart? I feel like that's more of an opinion. I feel like that's more of an opinion and not necessarily can be proven by facts. Because what I guess we can have a trader competition, and I guess whoever makes the most money in a period of time would be considered the best trader. But at the same time, it's not, I mean, the market does the same thing every day. I feel that it's not the person, it's not the best trader that's going to make the most money. It's going to be the trader that takes advantage of every opportunity that the market presents to make money. But that's kind of hard, or nothing in life is hard. That's challenging, especially when a lot of the opportunities are happening when majority of everyone is asleep. Because a lot of this move happened overnight. A lot of it happened overnight, and around 8:30 is when we got that first bounce, right when the market opens. But who's really going to be up except for people that are overseas, and the market lines up with them being in the middle of the day, like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon for them when London opens. But here in the United States, it's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Who's going to be up? Yeah, I think that is. And that's true. Actually, I think a Patrick Whelan stream actually popped up into my feed today. I watched like maybe a few seconds of it. I mean, shit, that's all we can be, Cave Trader. That's all we can do is follow our system and be profitable. But that's definitely an achievement, Cave Trader. Not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people can say that they still have their day one account. Uh, Actually, let me make sure that I. No, I think I canceled the order though. I may have canceled it. I should have canceled it. Yeah, I canceled it. Okay. I canceled it. Yo, congratulations on that night, Fard. I remember you talking about that. So it's interesting that these prop firms, they let you close out the account, they let you withdraw the balance, and then they allow you to get into a new account. It feels like a circle of life type of thing. I'm surprised that the prop firms even allow you to do that. They don't really expect nobody to get to the point where you're withdrawing the balance. But when you do withdraw the balance and then you get into a new account, I guess I would assume that wouldn't be a good it wouldn't be big, it wouldn't be good for the firm itself. I don't think that benefits the firm at all. It just benefits the trader to be able to quote unquote start over and use the money that was paid out to them to buy another account to do the same thing over again. But this is what I will say. This is what I've noticed, and I think a lot of my self sabotage that I like to do sometimes comes from this because it seems like every big trader kind of goes through this. Oh shit, I was in this. Ah, damn. Ah, shit, I was in this. I was actually going to get in at this low. I guess I left a limit order here. I left a limit order here. Okay, we'll see what happens here. I was going to get in at this low right here. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. This I was surprised that I was in this thing. I forgot that I placed a limit here. I don't remember even doing it. Anyway, I think I was talking about the prop firms and then okay, yeah, with the traders. My bad. Yeah, this thing jump scared me. But anyway, the one thing that I've noticed with a lot of the very successful, profitable $1 million traders is that, man, trading is the last game in town. Where do you go from? Where do you go after being a successful trader? What's the next milestone? What's the next accomplishment? It seems like the big traders have that. What's the right word that I can use? I want to call it a death stare, a soulless stare, where it's like you kind of completed, you self actualized. There's nowhere left to go. You travel to the end of the earth and you placed your hands and you touched the ice wall. And after you touched it, you realized that, damn, this is it. And the only thing after that is to turn around and walk to the other side and touch the ice wall that's on the other side of the ice wall you just got done touching. There's nothing past trading. Nothing. And if there is, please enlighten me. Because I kind of saw it in Patrick. I seen it in Patrick. And what I see it in is like it's, as a man, you kind of see that when a man is fulfilled and there's nothing else to do, you kind of pick it up and like, yeah, okay, I see it. I watched this other video. There was this dude. I guess he's a well-known scalper. I didn't catch his name, but I saw that same look in his eyes too. You make millions of dollars trading. I mean, no one can tell you anything at that point. What can anybody teach you if your goal was to make as much money as possible? If trading is a business, you have a profitable business. All billionaires kind of do the same thing. What is it about billionaires when they become billionaires? They start having sex orgies and stuff like that. What's up with that? It just feels like once you reach that plateau, there's nothing else to do except enjoy the pleasures in life. But we all know that the road to hell feels like heaven. So if you overindulge in those pleasures, well, we all know what comes up after that: obesity, being drained of your life essence as a man, over ejaculation takes away your soul, literally. You're eating of the fruit. That's what the symbolism of the story of Adam and Eve, because he ate of the fruit. And I guess, I guess, anyway. So I'm getting comfortable with the idea of taking this day by day, doing this as slow as possible, because I know once I touch that ice wall, well, the next thing to do is touch the ice wall on the other side of it. So I guess you could become a teacher, I guess. I guess you can just start teaching people and find fulfillment in that. Yeah, that's definitely true. Shit. Uh, it seems like these men are now getting BBLs with their abs instead of going to the gym and doing it the right way. I've heard of at least 3 celebrities getting BBL abs. Like, what the fuck makes you think I got all this money? Let me go underneath a knife and get artificial abs. And that's the move to make. Who the fuck thinks that shit? People with nothing else to do. I think Cat Williams said that shit. It says the worst combination in the world is an insecure motherfucker with a lot of money, because they'll look in the mirror and be like, "Damn, my nose is too big. My ears are too pointy. My teeth are too crooked." An insecure motherfucker with a lot of money. Well, I hate the fact that I left the limit. And that's another bad habit that, for whatever reason, I'm starting to do again. I don't know why I do this. When I kind of get closer to having a working system and I begin to start to move forward, I start making old, stupid mistakes like this. Like, I literally forgot that I had this limit on the chart. I might have put this limit on the chart yesterday or something like that, and I forgot about it. Oh well. Okay. All right. I got to make sure that and then today I almost made a mistake. So when I made money in my funded account, I almost traded the Nasdaq in that account. If if I didn't look at my account, because I was trading, I only trade Apex in that account. I'm starting to So I do have one Tradify account that I have designated to take Nasdaq trades, but I only trade the Nasdaq orb in this one. I'm only looking for 56 points, and my trades will always be surrounded by the orb, or it will surround the orb. And for whatever reason, I was in my gold, these accounts for gold, and I almost took a trade on Nasdaq. That would have been a loser because I was just testing the trade out in my throwaway, or the I thought it was my throwaway account, but I was in my funded account, and I started making stupid mistakes like that. Like I'm trying to self sabotage. Well, I wasn't obviously this was a kind of a, I guess I could close this. Maybe I should close this, but I'm just gonna let the trade play out. And if I get stopped out, which it looks like I could get stopped out of this one, I have to remind myself it's only a $180, or actually, this is a 200. No, this is a $300 loss. Actually, this is a $300 loss. Let me make sure that I'm not in my funded accounts because I know I didn't put unlimited these. If this was my funded account, I would be more upset. I would actually kind of be upset here. All right, Nightfire. Have a good night. See, I'm more of a blackjack type of guy. I don't like poker. Well, I guess I really don't have. I don't care about poker, but I enjoy blackjack. Poker, I like. I mean, I think it's cute how they glamorize it on TV, but or in these TV series. But yeah, a big part of poker is reading your opponent, but it's also a game of luck. I mean, you got to get very lucky to get a good hand. And it's I like. Well, I guess I don't like games where the odds are not in my favor. I don't like game. I don't like playing games like that. I don't care to play games like that. At least when it comes to blackjack, it feels like a game of chance. And as long as you got your numbers and your statistics and a game plan with blackjack, you can win. I guess to clarify, I don't like playing games where I may not win. So I never really got I haven't really gotten into poker, but I really enjoyed blackjack. Really enjoy it. I actually like watching the kick streamers or whatever streamers on what is it called? Stake or whatever it's called. I like to watch them gamble. I know it's mostly theater. I know that. And the slots and all that stuff is just theater, but it's enjoyable. I understand that gambling is very dangerous, so I watch other people gamble and lose their money and gamble vicariously through them instead of risking my own money. Because honestly, I don't like playing card games period because Anybody that knows these card magicians and how they can pull the right cards because of sleight of hand and all this other crap that they do, you know that it's so easy to cheat with card games. It's so easy. It's not even with a professional with sleight of hand, and they can put cards in specific areas of the deck. Yeah, no. I don't play card games. I don't play digital card games either. Oof. Okay. Well, win or lose in that gold trade, I'll just try my best not to leave lingering orders on the chart anymore. But I do feel that we will see a pullback here. I wanted to kind of get in at 75, at 275, but we got this range here at 255, from 255 to about 220. So I think the market is going to potentially pull back into this range. I mean, this is where we got the breakout from. We got the breakout from this area. So I think that the market pulls back here. So this is what I'm going to be looking for. Yeah, I'll probably just get I'll probably just get it. Mm. All right, investors, Z, have a good night. Okay. So I guess the last thing that we do every night is talk about the orb. Oof. This is the reason why when it comes to the trading the orb, yeah, the ES has its moments. The ES has its moments when the orb is such a beautiful play, especially that break and retest of the orb high going into the close of the session. And these are the trades that I want to participate in when I trade the ES. But this trade didn't present itself until about 1:30 in the morning, in the 1:30 in the evening Central Time. And it seems like the ES, it seems like these orb plays are now happening at the end or in the middle of the day. And I don't want to be in front of the screen at that time. The one thing that Look at this trend line on the ES. Both attempts, the trend line caught the initial drop, it bounces, it finds support literally at this trend line, and then we get a monster move from this area. This is what keeps the ES on my mind. I really enjoy structure based trades. Being a part of a trade like this, just trading the trend line, these are the trades I want to be a part of. That trend line break from earlier in the session right here, that trend line break. This is what keeps me interested in the ES. I just hate how slow it is. I just hate it. Mm. Okay. Well, let's get this let's do the data collection real quick and ooh, we'll call it a night. So the first day of September, the best month of the year, was very lackluster. But the second day made up for it. 846, 847. Yeah, 848, 849. When it comes to trading the Nasdaq, not only is the orb a very powerful tool, a very powerful strategy, it literally allows you to focus on one area of the market. You can literally just take your trades at the outer perimeter of the opening range. You can just trade the breakout, or you can trade the failed breakout here. I mean, it literally allows you just to focus on one part of the price action. This happens every single session, the 15-minute orb. This is why this strategy is very powerful. And if you're not utilizing this strategy, you're definitely cheating yourself out of a consistent strategy. Okay. So we all knew that today was going to be. Hmm, I don't know how I did this, but ooh, I'll say a dirty break and retest. Or actually, the first one was a clean one. It's a clean, it's a break and retest. Actually, maybe I should actually just say either it's a clean or dirty break and retest from now on. A clean break and a retest is just as the word says, is clean. Today we had a clean break and retest here. It was small, but it was clean. We had a break and a clean retest without any chop, without any shenanigans, and the market took off. If you pay attention, not only did the orb, it broke out of the orb high, but it also broke this descending trend line. It also broke this trend line right here. So price broke up, pulled back, found support at the orb high and the trend line high, and stopped the bears out of their short positions right there for a nice winner to the upside. So that was definitely a clean breaking structure right there. Clean, super clean. So that's the terminology that we're going to use moving forward. Either it's going to be clean or it's going to be dirty. We'll probably see more dirty break and retest than clean break and retest, but that should be no surprise to anybody. Oh, you finally bought it? Yeah, I mean, as soon as I bought it instantly, Cave Trader. I just needed a copy trader, and because it's already integrated into Ninja Trader 8, it just made sense to purchase it. The initial results was 103 points to the upside. the full move was 209 to the upside. Okay. So I mean, honestly, I gotta stay consistent with this. I'll try to stay as consistent as possible. I'm not gonna go back and fix the errors, but I'll try to stay as consistent as possible. But obviously, with the Nasdaq, you're not gonna see too many lows. Huh. Hmm. I'm actually seeing more lows than I actually expected. Because if you honestly base, I mean, if I'm not looking at this data, I feel that the Nasdaq breaks to the upside more than it breaks to the downside. But according to this data, we've actually been breaking to the low, breaking to the downside a lot, apparently. Yeah. Mm. That's interesting. Okay, cool. But all right, guys, that's it for me tonight. We definitely had a great session this morning. We definitely made a lot of money, and that's definitely going to be the goal moving forward. So, with that said, that's all I have, and we'll definitely come back tomorrow morning and look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good night.